Hey, welcome to Half the Metal, and welcome back to Classified Christmas, I guess? Yeah, let's go with that name.
And today, it's time for the Classified Battle Android Trooper. Man, I feel like I've done more videos on this character than any other. There's the original episode, the Arctic Bat, the Bat, and now two classified ones. Hey, what can I say? I like the character. Mostly. So meet the Classified Battle Android Trooper. This figure was released in 2022 with all original parts.
I think.
I have seen reports of the toy shipping at the end of 2021, and though most parts look original, I can't discount the possibility an upper thigh or something came from a previous figure. And yup, that's a bat alright, no mistaking that. Okay, yes, that's obvious. What I mean is they did a really good job with the likeness. It looks like the original figure.
What?
Okay, I did say the exact same thing about Bazooka last week. In fact, I copy-pasted that text. But hey, it's true in this case as well.
And at least I only plagiarized myself.
Now, what can I say here? This is a great-looking toy. The likeness, as mentioned, is excellent, and the detailing is superb. Every part that's meant to be cloth looks and even feels like cloth.
No, I'm serious. This even feels right. Wait, why am I stroking a robot's ass on camera? This shouldn't be taken out of context.
Also, the parts that are supposed to be metal look like metal, with the highlights being the arms that are impressively robotic looking. The chest also looks good with the circuitry and mechanical bits and bobs. But I think everybody would have preferred it to be a piece of lenticular plastic like the original.
Most of the colors are molded plastic.
But the paint applications that are there are excellent. The silver on the head and chest, the chest plate, and the very nice Cobra logo all stand out. The only thing that does look plasticky is the belt holster combo piece. That's a non-removable accessory. It doesn't look bad, mind you, and is quite innovative, but it could have been better.
So yeah, only very minor complaints that don't distract from an excellent figure.
And, unlike some people, this guy can hold his liquor. No problems with him falling down whatsoever. The figure has articulation. You can pose him in various fun ways. Moving on.
Let's talk about the accessories.
As I've already shown you the holster, you know he comes with a pistol that looks quite nice and futuristic. Yeah, I was too lazy to take it out before. It's good that it's an actual removable accessory, but it's a bit redundant when you take his other weapons into account. Kinda like adding a bow and arrow to a tank.
For those other weapons, we have to take a look at the backpack.
It's a great accessory all by itself. It's very similar to the original, but with some important differences. Instead of all 3 extra arm attachments plugging in from above, only 2 do, while 1 plugs in at the side upside down. Also, on the other side are those non-removable, I still don't know what they are, robo nunchucks, charging cables to recharge the bat when needed. Then where would they plug in?
You know what? Forget it. I've already talked about the robo-ass once.
Now we come to the hand accessories, which are very faithful to the originals. There's the actual hand, the terrifying claw, the flamethrower, and the cannon, laser, missile launcher. Look, it's always been ambiguous. It can be whatever the hell you want it to be. Each can replace the right hand.
But wait, there's more!
Unlike the original Battle Android Trooper, the classified version has 2 removable hands, so you can plug the weapons into both arms. A feature the original could have done with, to be honest.
There's 3 more accessories.
2 are chest plates that can cover up the innards, 1 with battle damage. I don't really see the point as you're covering up detailing. Detailing that was iconic on the original toy, no less. At least the Python Patrol version had a neat logo. Lastly, there's an extra battle-damaged head, which is nice, I suppose. It reminds me a bit of the Terminator, but personally, I wouldn't be using it unless I had 2 bats so I could display the 2 versions. And that was the Classified Battle Android Trooper. A most excellent homage to the original, and a great figure in its own right. Yeah, It's a terrific toy, one of my favorite classified figures.
I have no notes. Well, I'll see you next time, everybody. And hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing. And at least I only plagiarize myself. There, that's the only topical joke I'll do all year.
Hey, welcome to Saturday Shorties. This time we're leaning fairly close to last Tuesday's review as we're looking at another classified figure. So meet the Python Patrol Bat or Battle Android Trooper. This figure was released in 2022 with no original body parts. Yeah, it's a repaint of a previous Battle Android Trooper figure. Now, you may be asking why I'm reviewing a G.I.Joe figure on Saturday Shorties. Isn't that what the main show is for? Well, yes, but I've already reviewed the Bat like 10 years ago, and this figure came out fairly recently, so I'm giving it some time in the sun. First, it's got a nice color scheme, especially for Python Patrol, which can be a bit, hit or miss, shall we say. A dark red vest and grey pants, with the mechanical parts we can see in black. The head has a red, face, for lack of a better word, which makes it cartoon accurate, if it wasn't for the yellow vents. Yellow is used to highlight some details as well as the boots. The detailing is very well done, especially on the exposed robotic parts like the arms and the neck. Plus, there's that awesome Python Patrol logo on the chest plate. And that brings me to the accessories, as the plate is removable, revealing an honestly disappointing panel underneath. It looks like the classic Bats, but it's not lenticular plate, something that was so iconic on the original figure. The drab grey with some red just doesn't cut it, I'm afraid. Best to keep the plate on. Unlike the original small figure, this one comes with a gun. It's a neat little extra that fits in the holster and even has some yellow paint details on the grip. The real star of the accessories is of course that backpack, as like the original, it houses all arm attachments. Some compromises had to be made though, as having all three on top would have made it too big, so one attaches to the side. Not unlike version 2 of the original toy. There's the launcher, the claw and the flamethrower. The kids love this one. There's also a molded on, so non-removable thing that looks like Robo Nunchucks, I think. Or it could be meant to be a power cable to recharge the damn robot, who knows. Nunchucks sound cooler though. All in all, a good ensemble. And unlike the original toy, both hands can be removed on this guy, so you can attach two different weapons at once if you're feeling fancy. I haven't talked about the articulation because it's standard for a classified figure, so it has all the bells and whistles. Plus, unlike Lady J, all the joints work as they're supposed to. The only thing I'm a little worried about is the upper torso joint becoming loose over time. And that was the classified Python Patrol Bat. Overall, I like it. It's a good realization of the concept. It doesn't hold a candle to the original ones though, be they small or large. Lastly, look, I've been doing G.I.Joe reviews for nearly 11 years, and it only just now occurred to me that the abbreviation for Python Patrol would be PP. So enjoy your PP robot, I guess. Dick jokes, that's the stuff you come back here for every single time, and who am I to disappoint? Well, I'll see you next time, everybody, and hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing.
Winter is coming.
Hey, welcome to Half the Battle, and welcome back to Winter is Coming.
And not just winter is coming, it's also a classified Christmas. That's right, today we're looking at a classified figure. So meet the Arctic Bat. This figure was released in...
Okay, the release date is complicated and weird.
It was supposed to come out in 2023, but got pushed back to 2024, and even now, in December of this year, online stores still have it only up as a pre-order, so it comes out in 2025?
And yet I'm freaking holding it. How? I don't know.
This caught me completely by surprise as I began researching this toy. I randomly bought it on eBay a few weeks ago as I was looking for stuff to fill Winter is Coming. For what it's worth, the seller was in France and there are several others up on eBay for stupid prices.
Anyway,
This figure came with almost no original body parts. I mean, it has one, but we'll get to that later. The entire figure is a repaint of the original classified Bat. Well, the belt, leg and straps and shoulder armor is new, but those are semi-accessories, as I think they're removable if you take the figure apart. The color scheme is simple but elegant, mostly white with some brown, black and metal silver. The only colors that pop are the blue on the chest and visor. That also has some yellow on it. Frankly, it looks like one of the Joes peed on his head. The helmet actually explains it, as it's Arctic polarized. I was gonna complain considering it's a robot and doesn't have eyes, but assuming it has cameras, those can be affected by snow reflecting sunlight too.
so I guess it's okay.
Still looks weird though. There's not much point in going over the detailing, as I've already talked about this mold, and it's pretty great and a good homage and upgrade to the original Battle Android Trooper. But there is one more toy to compare it to, the 50th anniversary 4-inch Arctic Bat. It's quite impressive how unique they both look, despite being based on the same concept and original toy. I think they did the right thing by not going with the silver on the head and boots. While it looks fine on the original, the size of the classified one would make it look very 50s sci-fi. One strange thing I noticed is the arms on the small one look more detailed than the big ones, though the neck makes up for that. I do miss the lenticular chest plate, as it's such a neat feature. Speaking of chest plates,
It's time to talk accessories.
he comes with 3 chest attachments, a pristine one with the Cobra logo, a damaged one without it, and whatever the hell this thing is supposed to be. Extra armor with pouches?
Liefeld!
There's also the standard Bat backpack and the not so standard chainsaw attachment. It's also the only hand attachment. Well, unless you count the actual hand.
And what the hell is up with that?
The original classified Bat came with 3. It's an iconic thing and they just left it out? Even though he still has the backpack with room for 3.
And do you want to know the worst part?
The freaking chainsaw doesn't even fit in it. You can sort of wedge it, but it won't go down, and if you try to use the upside down hole, it will fall off. I guess they really want you to attach this to his arm to go for the whole Ash from Evil Dead look. He does still come with the pistol the original had, but do we get anything instead of the attachments?
Well, yes.
There's a big ass sniper rifle that I can't get the figure to hold properly, and came bent right out of the box. Which is weird since the accessories are packaged inside a box inside the box. It has removable ammo and a silencer. I'm not sure this is worth losing hand attachments over.
What does a killer robot need with a sniper rifle anyway?
The last thing he comes with is an alternate head. Well, primary head I should say. I'm using the classic head sculpt because I prefer it, but the packaging and pictures all use the black one. It's got this Splinter Cell thing going on, but also reminds me a bit of when a bat gets part of its head blown off in the comic. Overall, I can't say I'm too fond of these accessories, but the figure itself is solid. I'd rank it above the Python one, but below the original. That just leaves the packaging, which I'll discuss briefly, and mostly because of one thing. The Arctic Bat is classified number 69.
Nice! Hey, I couldn't let that one go by.
The artwork is nice, though one of them makes it seem like he's got a purple chest because of the shadows. The box does a good job of telling you what's inside, showing you all the accessories, twice even. It's a pity these things have to have all languages unearthed on them, so half of the back is taken up by text. I swear there's Klingon in there too. And that was the classified Arctic Bat. A good cold weather figure, but not as good as the original. Either of them really.
Well, I'll see you next time, everybody. And hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing?